just to put this in historical context, I'm a guy who's lived through a number of cycles. For those of you who are young and basically fetuses, by the way I look at it, you probably don't even know who Paul Volcker was. But the last time we had a real Fed chairman was back in 1980 with Ronald Reagan. We came through the 70s and early 80s with massive inflation, right? He was the last Fed chairman that was willing to bite the bullet and crush the back of inflation. And what he basically did was he raised interest rates. The prime at one point was 21%, okay? Mortgages were 18%, okay? He wasn't a people pleaser like Powell. He wasn't someone who was, worried about Elizabeth Warren berating him in Congress over the unemployment rate being 6%. He raised interest rates to the point where it completely crushed the economy, went into a deep recession. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was on this order of magnitude. Unemployment went to 10%. And it was very, very painful, but that's what it took to crush the inflation. In this case, ever since the financial crisis, 08, 09, again, if you're a fetus, you don't remember any of this because you were like a baby. But, ever since the financial crisis, this is like over 15 years now, we haven't had a real inflation because the Fed sort of figured out if they can fine-tune the economy, right, by putting interest rates at zero and printing money, right, because the Fed only controls monetary policy by two main things, which is, number one, manipulating short-term interest rates, and number two, open market activities. And the Fed, for years on end after the financial crisis, kept short-term interest rates too low and manipulated longer-term rates farther out on the curve by printing money and buying bonds.